Hi, I am so excited that you want to host us a party. We're going to have a great time. Thanks so much for doing this. I know it's going to be fun for you too. Okay, there are a few things that I need for you to know, and I think this will be helpful to make it a lot smoother. So, first, we need to pick a really cute name for this event. A lot of times people pick something that kind of goes, maybe has the same beginning sound as their first name, like Barbara's Bash or Barbara's Beauty Bar. Anyway, pick something that you'd like. I'll send you some suggestions that I've been thinking about also. Next, we need to choose a format. There's several different ways we can do this. You know your friends better than I do. We can do a 1 hour super duper deluxe fast and furious tutorial. Even if we do that, I will be posting a few things the day before and a day or two after, just to pick up any stragglers who didn't quite get their act together to get there on time. But to do that, you really have to know that your folks, if they're told there's an event at 8 o'clock, they're actually going to come at about 8 o'clock and spend an hour and give it kind of their undivided attention. A lot of people don't have friends who have that kind of time availability. And so if your friends probably can't do that, it's sometimes better to do something over a period of time, like over 4 days or over, sometimes people like to do 10 days. I tend to prefer something shorter than that myself. But even if they do a one where I do all live videos of the different products, those videos will stay on there so they can see it over some time. So think about what format you think might be best. Or we can do a home party. If that's what you think your friends would like most, I'd be glad if you're local to come over and do a home party with you. Or we could even set something up here at my house. A lot of people feel much more comfortable coming to their friend's home rather than to a stranger like me. So think about format and I'll get back with you on that. So after the friend, let's see, the next most important thing that you can start on right now, start listing the friends you want to invite. You want to invite a lot more than will probably come. Usually about a third of the people who are invited come. And here's some ways to make sure this is successful. You don't want to just add somebody cold to an event. You really need to take the time ahead of time to text each one of them or see them personally or call them. You need a personal contact with each one to tell them what you're doing, to ask them if they'd like to be included. People really get ticked off when they get added to something without being asked, or if they just get a blanket kind of statement about the event to a whole bunch of people at the same time. So take the time to make sure they want to be there. That starts us all off on the same, with the same mindset, where all of us know everybody who's here wants to be here. So let's make this really fun and helpful to them. All right. Also, when you send them the private invitation, start writing down who says they'll come. That will help you to kind of keep track. I also usually do two things in that invitation. I just kind of mention my friend Peggy will be showing us lots and lots of great products and giving us some tips on beauty, some tutorials on how to use some of the products. So mention my name so that I'm not just meeting them cold. They've at least had some idea that I'm going to be on there. And the second thing is, if you can, ask them what kind of products they're most interested in. Is it skincare? Is it foundations for their face, lip products, eye products? If you can get some sort of idea, that will help me to know what direction to go. And we won't waste a lot of time with things that they're not interested in. If they're not interested in tutorials, I can just present products. Most people would like tips and tutorials. So give me an idea of what you think your friends would like most. Okay, what I'll do is I will create, so you're in charge of getting the friends list, and we will be inviting them, but not yet. Okay, I will create a link for you about a day before the event. I will set up a Facebook group where the event will take place. You don't need to worry about those. When that is done, I'll send you the link. You and I will pick the date and time. A lot of people pick 8 at night because people are usually either back, in their room studying, or they are back and if they have kids, they've gotten the kids to bed. So 8 or 8:30. 8 o'clock usually works a little bit better in that if it goes over and there are lots of questions, it doesn't keep people up really, really late. Okay, but 8:30 is usually a good bet if we're doing something in the evening. Now you may know that your friends are more available in the morning. Just let me know what works for you. All right. Okay, now, as I said, it's really, really important that you do those individual messages. But even more important than that is your enthusiasm. How excited you are about this is what's going to make the difference. You kind of have to share that enthusiasm with them, get them excited about it too. If you already have products, talk about the ones that you love. If you don't have products, talk about how excited you are to see more about this 3D mascara, or you've heard so much about that foundation that even covers magic marker on your face. You're just dying to learn about it. Or you've heard there are all kinds of other products that are really interesting to you. So let your enthusiasm really shine through. If you do have products, it really, really helps when we get to the party itself, if you can post some pictures of yourself, either before and after, or just showing off the products. If not, if you don't have products, I can send you some pictures of the things you're most interested in, and you can post, oh, I can't wait to learn about this. Okay, let's see. Okay, the morning of the event, I'm going to post a link that I'm going to give to you, and I'm going to ask you to post it on your wall saying something like this. The name of your event is happening at whatever time, tonight or today. If you'd like to be included and I missed you, comment below and I'll add you. Okay. I often find that adds 1 or 2 people that you never thought would be interested in this at all who want to be part of it. Okay. You and I will have a goal to earn some free makeup and half-off rewards for you. In order to do that, your party has to qualify. What that means is we have to sell a total of $200 in products, and when you hit $200, that will get you a half-price item and a $20 in Y cash to spend on a separate item. So you'll get 2 kinds of rewards, one half price and one for a $20 in Y cash to use on products. All right, again, in order for this to work, I need you to be very, very interactive. I need for you to encourage your friends to respond, ask them questions. I'll be doing the same thing, but honestly, they don't know me. And so when I ask them something, it's not going to have the effect it does when you do. So if you see a product you think somebody would love, tag them or make a comment to them with their name. Now, there's a second reason we're doing that. As I said, your excitement is going to be worth $1 million in this. But the other thing is your comments and your encouragement makes a huge difference with the Facebook algorithm. When I make comments to them, they're not listed as my friends, and therefore it doesn't raise it up on the Facebook algorithm. When you comment or they comment back to you, Facebook starts distributing that post more. So there are posts that will be on there that your friends may never see. They'll only see it if they happen to come on. They might not get notified of it. So one of the things I'll ask them to do is to make sure their notifications are set to all. even with that, you're going to miss some. It just does. I'm in groups where I don't get the notifications at all. So it's the interaction that you do in particular that's going to boost that algorithm so they see the things we're putting on there. Let's see. Oh, another thing I'll do for that reason, I'll be asking them to accept my friend request. That will help to boost the algorithm so they see more of what we're saying, but it also will help if somebody has questions after the party's over and they still want to, to add something. Sometimes I can still get it in because the party will end before the 10-day post for that party ends. So I can sometimes get it into the link later. So it'll kind of help you get rewards. Okay, let's see what else. All right, I said that. So if you have any questions, just post those, under the videos. If you have any things you want to say on there, just add them. The more you talk, the better. Okay, beforehand, it really helps me to know what products you think you and your friends are most interested in. That helps me to kind of figure out which things to highlight the most. That question that you ask them when you invite them is really important on this. Okay, I'll be posting a few times a day. I try to spread it out at different times. I'm not much of a morning person, so I'm not very good at getting those morning posts in. But I'll start at least a day before posting things. I'll probably start out with something general like, how do you know our hostess? Then I'll move to what are you most interested in knowing about? Eyes, lips, skincare, that sort of thing. So it'll be the same question that you ask, but it will give us another opportunity to find out what people are interested in. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then finally, it will also help me to know if you want tutorials or tips, or if people are mostly just interested in information. I'll try to make this as fun as possible. I'll try to keep it moving. That really helps me to do that when you're also commenting and giving me clues as to what seems to be interesting to you. Usually you and your friends will be similar. When somebody purchases, I need for you to thank them. I will always thank them, but it means much more if it's coming from you. And finally, if you can get 2 of your friends to also host a party with me, I'll give you something really special to go as a special reward for doing that. So I'll be asking them, but again, they're going to be a lot more interested if you're asking them and saying, hey, why don't you do a party? Why don't you do one of these? Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope we get you lots and lots of freebies. And don't hesitate to text me if you have any other questions or if there's anything I didn't cover very clearly. Okay, we'll get started. Let's talk. I'll text you and let's talk and come up with a name and exactly when you want to do this. And we'll be all set. Okay, great. Let's have fun. Bye-bye.